Hey there! Today I'm bringing you another What I Eat in a Day videos. This video is going to be again centered around Chompie's products. So I'm going to try and make a meal using one of the Chompie's products that they had sent me in the mail. I just want to put a disclaimer, this isn't sponsored by Chompie's. They just provided me with the products. Because I had reached out to them, so they're not paying me to say anything in this video, but I just thought it would be a neat idea to try and center a whole day's worth of meals around Chompie's products, just to see if I could make it fit within the carbs that I allot myself every day. So that's what I'll be doing today. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so it's breakfast time. I'm going to make French toast with this cinnamon Chompie's bread, 2 net carbs per slice. So I'm going to make 2 slices here. I'm going to make my egg mixture with 1 egg, a little bit of this So Delicious coconut milk. That is 1 gram of carbs for a cup. I'm only going to use like a teaspoon. It's not even going to be a lot. Then I'm going to add a little cinnamon. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'll mix that up. Okay, there I have all my ingredients, so I'm just going to mix it up. Okay, I mixed it up. It smells so yummy. I'm going to dip each bread on both sides in the egg batter, and then fry it in a pan with a little bit of butter, and I'll show you what that looks like once I'm done. So I tried to use as much of the egg as I could, but there's still some left. So I got my second piece toasted here. I have my first piece that looks really great. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up heating that. I forgot to say, I'm gonna have a slice of bacon and a hot link as well as my French toast. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Looks yummy, yummy. Gonna eat it up. Okay, so it's getting to be dinner time, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my dinner, which is going to be a fried spicy chicken sandwich. So I'm going to make the breading mixture, mostly with this Quest multi-purpose mix flavor. It's a multi-purpose protein powder. It's unflavored. So I'm going to use 2 scoops of this, and so 1 scoop is 1 gram of carbs. So I'm gonna use a total of 2, pretty big scoop, and I'm probably not gonna use all of it, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. And then I'm gonna add some garlic salt. And I'm going to add some red pepper flakes. Okay, now I need the eggs. So I'll use 2 eggs, again, just to be safe. Okay, so now that that's ready, I'm going to go ahead and get out a 3rd plate for the finished breaded chicken. Okay, so I have my marinating chicken here in the pickle juice. So I'm going to dip the chicken in the egg first, and then in the batter, and then I'll put it on the plate, and then it'll go in the pan and fry in avocado oil. Okay, so I'm going to pour the avocado oil in. So I did use all of the 2 carbs for the breading. I have my 3rd batch here waiting to be cooked. I have my 2nd batch there cooking and my 1st batch here. So for my sandwich, I'm only going to have like 2 pieces, and all the breading on all 3 of the batches equals 2 carbs total. So I'm going to count half a carb for 2 pieces, but that's being really generous because all of this is actually only 2 carbs. Okay, the chicken is all ready to go. So I'm going to have one of the rolls, that'll be 4 carbs there. I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of red onion, so that'll be 2 carbs there. I'm going to have some mayonnaise on the roll, but it's 0 carb. And then I'm going to have some pickles. These ones are 0 carb as well. And then I'm going to have a little bit of lettuce, and that'll be about half a carb. So I'll put that together and show you what it looks like when I'm done. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. So that is 4 carbs for the bun, half a carb for the chicken, half a carb for the lettuce, and then 1 carb for the red onion. So it's 4, 5, 6 carbs for this beautiful chicken sandwich. I am going to be making my Chompie's dessert. What I'm going to be making for dessert is a bread pudding. I've never had a bread pudding before, nor have I made a bread pudding before, but I'm going to kind of wing this recipe and see how it turns out. So the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to boil a cup of heavy cream, 4 tablespoons of butter, a 1/4 cup of powdered sweetener, 4 drops of this stevia vanilla cream sweetener, and I'm going to put that on the stove and boil it until it just begins to boil, and then I'm going to turn it off and add a teaspoon of vanilla. Then I will put 4 slices of the cinnamon Chompie's bread in this bread pan and tear it up, and then pour the heavy cream mixture on top of it and then bake it. So I'll get the first part going on the stove. Okay, so I have my back burner on here. I'm going to use this Humboldt organic heavy cream. It has 0 carbs in a tablespoon. So I have a cup measured here. Pour that in. I got 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to use the confectioner swerve. Okay, that's pretty well mixed. I'm going to go ahead and add 4 drops of this stevia vanilla cream. Okay, so it is boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to go ahead and add 3 pieces of the cinnamon Chompie's bread. So this is what I have left. There's going to be 3 slices, so it'll be 6 carbs, sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and tear this. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Then I'm going to bake this in the oven for 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to have some of the bread pudding, but it feels like it needs kind of like something on top. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make my own whipped topping with this heavy whipping cream. It's 0 carbs and some swerve. I think I'll add a little bit of a marshmallow extract to it as well to give it just a little extra flavor. So I have this one here. I'll add it. Okay, so I still have 8 ounces in here from the remaining in the container that I didn't use in the bread pudding. One thing when you're whipping stuff, I don't know if this is gonna work the same with the heavy whipping cream, but for like egg whites, you have to use a metal bowl. You can't use a plastic bowl. It won't like whip properly. So I'm gonna try it in the metal bowl and see if I could get it to whip. I'm not sure how much sugar I want to put in it, but I'm gonna start with 1/4 cup. I think I'll put a teaspoon of vanilla in there as well, just because I love vanilla. Oh, you know what? A teaspoon of this is gonna be too much. So this is like a super strength extract. So I'm just gonna use 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then I'll do a full teaspoon of vanilla. I'll try to whip that up. I feel like it's doing something, but I'm not sure. Oh my god, I'm making such a mess. Okay, but this is working. It is legit working. It's like getting hecka thick, like all of a sudden. Like almost like a cream cheese. It's insane. Ah, I can't believe this worked. This is crazy. I can't believe this happened. This whipped up like, it's so thick. It's like it's a cream cheese topping, basically. This is crazy how thick it got so quickly. So I was just whisking it by hand. I just have like a, it's a metal whisk underneath, but it has plastic or like I forget what the rubber is that they use, but I was just whisking it like crazy, and it turned into Cool Whip essentially. I can't believe it, and it's 0 carbs. I'm never gonna buy that shit again. I can make it myself. Insane! I can't believe how freaking easy that was. It looks amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a serving of the bread pudding and then put a dollop of this on top and then store the rest for another time. So I used just half of the bread pudding because the whole bread pudding was 6 carbs, so this will only be 3. So there, my bread pudding. Yeah. Okay, so this bread pudding is definitely gonna be the last thing I eat because I haven't even digested the dinner that I had. That dinner was pretty filling, and it's getting late, so this will definitely be the last thing I eat. I might drink some water just because I'm thirsty from dinner, but this will be the last thing I eat, and I'll be done for the day. So today I'll go over my macros that I've had. So that right there is only gonna be 3 net carbs, which is I think the lowest dessert that I've had this week. So my breakfast was 2 pieces of the cinnamon raisin Chompie's bread, 1 egg, because I use that for the mixture. For the French toast, I put cinnamon, a little bit of almond milk, and then I had a thick slice of bacon, so I counted that as a gram of carbs, and then I had a hot link sausage that was 2 net carbs. So the bread was 4 net carbs, plus 1 from the bacon and 2 from the sausage equals 7 net carbs. It's counting 8, so I don't really care. It rounded up to 8, which is fine. And then dinner, I had the Chompie's roll. That was 4 net carbs. I had 2 pieces of the chicken strips that I made with the breading, and I counted that as half of a carb. I had a tablespoon of red onions, which was 1 carb, mayonnaise, pickles, which were 0 carb, and lettuce that I counted as half of a carb as well. So 4 for the roll, half a carb for the batter, half a carb for the lettuce, so that's 1 gram of carbs, plus a tablespoon of red onions, another carb. So it's rounding up again to 7 net carbs. Again, I'm not gonna be picky about that. And then this dessert I have as 4 net carbs, which it's actually just 3, but it's fine if it rounds up. So a total of all of those equals 20 net carbs exactly. So I rounded up I think I rounded up by 1 for each meal. So I should really have like 17, but I'm fine. I'm fine with that. So still 20 and under. So that's my day today. If you have any questions about this, what I eat in a day, put it in the comment section. I'll also post a topic for discussion in the comment section. So if you want to chat about things keto related, you can check in the comment section and we can have a discussion there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.